Hi, I'm Vijayarani Medikonda. I have taken up Redis, the blazing fast non-SQL database, as my research for non-SQL database system project. Redis came about as an interesting project in 2010 by Salvador when he was working for a web application which required many queries to be asked to the traditional database system, which caused him a lot of latency and performance issues. So, observing that there are many social media websites which access simple data from the database, but then they make hundreds and millions of queries in his less time. He developed a non-SQL database called Redis. Redis stores all the data or the web application related data in the primary storage system like RAM. Because all the data is cached, it makes it very fast. The second point around Redis is based is on the key value data storage, because much of this data, social media data, comes as post, comments and likes. The data that we get is very simple, or it can be categorized into some of the data types. So Redis came about a key value based storage system, but then the values are segregated as some of the data structures, which will be discussed in the next slide. Redis is basically schemaless, which means that it doesn't insist on any particular data type storage. But then when a web application moves to Redis, it can choose from one of the available key value pairs. Redis is very fast. When it says fast, it means that a application which might take about a minute using other systems can take about 2 milliseconds with Redis. It's super fast. Blazing activity is what makes it a lucrative option for many of the social media websites. The in-memory and caching are already discussed. Other than that, it also provides logging and persistence, which means that it doesn't take much time for the Redis system to reboot when it has to, and the data is stored in terms of replications. And at a single point of time, there are two or three different nodes which hold the same data, which helps in scalability. That is, when there is an unknown sudden rise of data traffic, each individual replica can act as a single data source and provide the answers to the web application. So it's simple, and it's in memory, which makes it, and scalable, which makes it a growing non-SQL DB. One of Lua is a scripting language which is developed for Redis, and it has about 160 commands. And most of the part of Lua can be accessed by just learning 20 to 30 commands. So it's simple and flexible to learn Lua too. The data is centered about seven different data structures, which are listed out on the presentation. Each one can be used to follow one particular, or each one, for against each one I have given the examples. For example, set is used to keep a record of the user and his followers and friends, and list helps to store the trending topics or retrieve the trending topics at a particular time. String is used for storing the active users information or the binary image information. Hash, bitmaps, and hyperlog help you to understand the trends or analytics and raw statistics. Publisher and subscriber is very interesting feature of Redis, because almost all the web applications have users who are subscribing to it, and all the websites push data to its subscribers. So this is a data structure which is very popular in Redis. Uh, Redis also poses some problems. That is, because all the data is stored in memory, the cost of it is very high. And at any time, if the both master and slave go to a single point failure, which happens very rarely, it might pose problem for the downtime of the system. Uh, there are many useful resources available online from which I collected this information. And Redis is an open source, which makes all the data available online. And thank you.